Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. Today I am playing some random pile of cards that I put together, and you'll get to see what happens during the game, or not. Do want to start off by saying I do apologize. You know, I have been away for a couple of days, so haven't been able to get content done, but I should be able to rectify that this weekend. We will sort of see how that goes. This is best of one, in case you weren't aware, by the fact that there aren't pips next to either of our names, so we're just playing the game and seeing what happens. It doesn't look like we're going to go Reanimator this time. Growth Spiral here. This is like a Fires deck or something. Piss me off with a... They have to do this thing where, like, you know exactly what they have, but they've got to wait until the last possible second because it's objectively correct, not knowing. There's a Cultivate. They go to 5 now. Actually, no, yeah, no, this is 5 because they get a land on the battlefield. They get a land in their hand. They play the land from their hand. It's maybe even 6. Hopefully they don't sweep me. Basically playing Myrel as a Grand Abolisher effect here. Muriel, Myrel. Yeah. Just on the beatdown plan here, see if our opponent has a sweeper for us. In fact, they're in the tank for so long, appears like they don't. Which means that this is not lethal staring them down, but pretty close to. And if we just play this Ejano, and they don't have like an unsummon or anything, they just die. Narset.
My prowess is
Good
unmatched
game.
by my peers. I have just the trick for this.
They died. Face. Yeah. Yeah. Again. Clicking the button so fast, we're going to break Magic Arena. Double Rafine's Informant here. Okay, cool. This is going to be a game. This is probably Rakdos. We'll shock this in, see if they go for like a stomp or something. We're dead! Oh, this is just great. Just amazing. Oh, man. just pitch the Watery Grave, yeah. 2-1 and a 3-2 are effectively the same. And the Spell Pierce is probably better than... Probably better than nothing. They do not bolt themselves. I will snap trade for this Eidolon. Oh my god. Double Eidolon. Do I just take 4 to play this Rafine's Informant and then like Spell Pierce, take another 4, put us to 8? I want to play this Valkmira next turn. We're just gonna pass. Just gonna pass. Snap block that. Take 2. Is it more important to Spell Pierce the Chandra or deal with the Eidolon? Probably deal with the Eidolon. Yeah, probably. No. No, it's more important to pierce this Chandra. It's card advantage for them. They might just abrade, which would be annoying, but like, what are you gonna do? You know? It's there. It's a thing they can run. But we effectively doubled our health against this Eidolon.
I'm the best fire starter there is.
I take 1.
This'll be easy.
Oh, it's Red Devotion. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Um...
Guess you don't need me anymore.
I do not want to spend any more life than I have to. Oh my god, they have another one.
Hey, over here.
We're probably gonna die still, but like, this Valkmira has made it like really nice for us.
Oh,
Add double red.
Gonna hurt.
Stomp? A braid now? If you had a braid, you should have just done it. Oh wait, no, it doesn't really matter, does it? They added mana for no reason. So we will... I mean, if we Void Rend the Eidolon, we stop taking damage from that. The Chandra's still in play, and we can Rafine's Informant. I think that's better, because we have the Hive here as well. We can, like... That's a redraw, but might as well just do that. Put it on bottom.
Oh, I've never crashed a wedding like this. Today's my lucky day.
Oh, again, we still probably die, but this has been the funniest Valkmira ever. Okay, it just has absolutely stumped our opponent. Which, like, it's not a card you typically have to play against. What is this? For 3 to gain 5? Well, they haven't been able to deal with anything else yet, so we're gonna run out Kenny. We're gonna hit this Chandra,
Oh, now you're asking for it.
and we'll play this tapped. So Kenny will, like, just next turn is just gonna put us, like, completely out of range for them. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, that's bad. So they figured out what Stomp does. But we're not dead, because the Valkmira still triggers on the targeted stuff. So the big Chandra will do a full
Yep,
2 to
you're
us.
going down.
But little Chandra is still going to cost 1 for them to... yeah, you can't. Unfortunately, Chandra forces you to do that now. So I don't think they can kill us. Okay, maybe they can kill us. But they were trying to play a creature. They would have to ping themselves to kill us, because they'd have to Chandra target themselves. Oh, they're figuring it out.
Bring things up to a simmer.
They're figuring it out. Because they don't want to get that countered. Oh, not enough. No, this is the better Chandra. So we do this and this.
Can't douse these flames. Whatever. Figure it out on your own.
Yeah, they were one off. They were one off. And that's just very tough for them. I'm not targeting anything of yours anymore. Like, this is not happening.
We should all follow our hearts.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of the way that goes. So yeah, Valkmira, very good card against mono red. Which means it's probably a pretty good card to be playing in best of one right now, because mono red is like a deck. Let's go again. So this deck has not at all done what I designed it to do. Just not at all. But you know, it's there. What I designed it to do is there. Against green. Stompy. Wonderful. Green's a creature deck. The Spell Pierce having it up on turn 2. Like, we could counter the stupid enchantment thing. I don't think that's necessary, though. Let's just go like this. We're going to pass. I'm going to pass here. Hold up sensor. It's a Spell Pierce! It's a spell pierceable target. Yeah. Awesome. Very nice. So here we're going to go Ardent Veil, Ledger Shredder. Now granted, if they just go for the Lovestruck Beast here, then we're kind of screwed, but okay, yep, they did the thing where they do the one that you didn't want them to do. I'm gonna go over Fiend's Informant. Draw another land, pitch this Temple of Enlightenment, play a Temple of Deceit, put this island to the bottom. Yep. And hit them in the face for 1. Probably shouldn't have done that, probably should have just left that back on the defensive to block this 1/1, but they probably won't swing with it anyway, because it trades with Fiend's Informant and shuts off the Lovestruck Beast. But you never know. No. As if that was not incredibly obvious. And they don't even attack with the 5/5 for some reason. That is truly mind-boggling. Temple of Silence here. Skyclave is very nice against them. Just tap them for 1 and pass the turn. I'm thinking that double Spell Pierce has tilted our opponent off the face of the planet here. So we're gonna block. Like our 2/1's not doing much else. Elvish Mystic, sure. A Lovestruck Beast will resolve this trigger. We will put Fetid Pools in the graveyard. That'll resolve. We probably should just auto away one of these. Let's put that back in your hand so you can cast 2 spells again from your next turn. That'd be great. We will Skyclave, eat this. And then we can Otherworld the Gaze, trigger the Ledger Shredder, but that's totally dependent on what's on top of our deck. So if the card on top of our deck is better than this, it is good, then... And unfortunately, the order of resolution there is Shredder first, then the Surveil, so we can't like set it up. This is really funny. Scratch the puppy. Scratch the puppy. There we go. That's a Nissa. Yeah, not much I can do about that.
I protect that which cannot protect itself.
Please just cast another spell.
Harness the elements.
Don't hit me? Oh no, they're gonna hit me. Cast another spell? Yeah, boy. Let's go. So in contrast to... That's Heart's Desire, right? Yeah, okay. Kenrith is probably going to have to go in the bin here. So what we're going to do is double cast and smack Nissa. Redain. Kill the land, hit Nissa for 3. Yeah. That said, Kenrith is... Yeah, we're gonna just do this. Oh, this will just trade for 2 tokens, get him a 3/3. I guess that's not the worst.
Stop.
Oh my... I hate this card so much. It's so broken.
Why do I love Krakens? Just can't help myself.
Oh look, our opponent has 8 million mana all of a sudden, out of nowhere. Okay, 8 million mana, a 5/6 reach. That has a death trigger on top of that. You know, just wonderful. Just absolutely wonderful.
Ripples and grows.
And that was through Redain, which actually does make that cost more. Swarm's not doing anything. Like, if it was something else, then it would be fine, but it's not. Are they going to go with untapped Nykthos with the Nissa and cast the Storm the Festival again? It'll probably work out for him.
The land shall conquer you.
That's about the weakest hit they could have gotten, and it's still ridiculous. Oh my god, this deck is a little heavy on lands, but it's not that heavy on lands. This is the opponent we spell pierced twice to start this. We're dead.
Until you have lived as a statue, do not talk to me of vengeance.
So theoretically, yes, you should force your opponent to play it out, but that's called being a prick. But essentially, the idea is they have an infinite combo here. Okay, they have a Kiora and a Karn the Great Creator in their graveyard, Kiora and Karn the Great Creator on the battlefield. They have 14 Devotion to Green and a Nykthos. Okay, so what they can do is Karn gets Cauldron from their sideboard. Cauldron, they cast the backside. I forget what the name of the Cauldron is, but the backside is called Restorative Burst. Restorative Burst buys back this Karn and this Kiora. They play them. They untap this Nykthos. So that's 7 mana that they spent on Kiora and Karn. Untap the Nykthos, cast the Restorative Burst. Again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Now they don't have black mana, so it's just they have infinite life, so we cannot kill them right now. But there are ways that that combo can just, after that point, end the game, right? Because they can combo until we can't kill them, and then they have this stompy board on top of that. And then they also have, like, you know, they could get something that can kill us from a million life. Right? So. Again. Oh, maybe we'll get to do the thing. Maybe. Maybe we'll get to do it. Don't worry about this card. Oh, look! It's Grilled Boat. Oh, we're going to get to do the thing. Hopefully. Hopefully get to do the thing. Cast more stuff. Oh, not that. Don't do that. Okay, now we lose. I didn't have double blue, so there was no real point to holding up. To waiting and playing the Shredder on this turn. Right, I don't have double blue, so there's no difference between playing it this turn, playing it last turn, what have you. Opponent's thinking too hard. You're playing Gruul, my brother. Just, oh my. Okay! There's all the blue. We do not need that many lands. Probably just one of these, and probably just the Watery Grave. Actually, probably not even Watery Grave. We need something now. We don't have sweepers though. Bin it all. Hey. And then we pass. Yes, sir. Would you like to stomp me now? Cool. Thanks, because that was oh so necessary to wait for. Put the gaze away, put the pierce away, keep the Skyclave. Call it a day. You know, I'm talking a lot of crap about our opponent. They played very well. buys Gigantha. Sorry, I'm having to think through my lines here for a second. Let's see, Ledger Shredder, because we need to get to... I think it's 7 to cast this now. Because otherwise we pretty much just die immediately. So we're just holding on for one more turn, and hopefully they don't take us to 2. They just discard the Gigantha. Sky Sovereign, sure. So here it's not that bad. Creature, Planeswalker. They can pick off the Skyclave. They pick off the Rafines, okay. Kicked. Jin. No attacks. I mean, we're still dead, but it's like, so, they... We're actually just dead on board. Because this card is not nearly as good as it looks. But they're not going to just try and... They're not just going to kill us, they're going to rub it in. Sure. You going to figure it out? Or are you just going to hit me for 6 in the air? Oh, cool. Only figured it out. We're dead. If you ever wonder why there are only so many decks in the meta, it's because the decks that aren't in the meta aren't good. Just the way it goes. You know? They don't work for whatever reason. Boros Heroic. Pitch that, pitch that. We don't need all of those. We want one of them. Actually, we don't even really want one right now. Yeah, it's just kind of an unfortunate situation where we don't want any of that. Really? Greed. Opponent on some next level greed. And there's all my lands. That sequence on the top was just really bad for us. Just really bad. No, that's some next level greed. We don't need that or that right now. Skyclave is alright. Oh, Skyclave is... Man, we don't have another white source, so this is pretty terrible. We can turn off all but the one that they go off on, sort of, with the Valkymira. Maybe that does it for us because they haven't shown a lot of spells of yet, but like one spell and this Dreadhorde Arcanist just starts destroying us. Oh look! Your stuff did no damage. It's probably got to be the island, right? Or the other fiends, maybe? Maybe the other fiends. Play the island. Pass the turn. You want to pay to 1? Oh no, Reckless Rage is gone. What's in here? Nothing yet. Watergrave's definitely gone. I think we do take the farmland in the restoration after that. Play the farmland, tapped. Play the Kennet. Are they just going to fire off rage on... Nope, they're going to try and kill us. And they actually will just kill us here. I think they could have killed us. Could be wrong, but I think they could have killed us. I mean, Kenrith can just gain 10, and I think that's probably better than anything else. Better than, like, Skyclave, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna pass the turn here. Like, they have the potential... So, one of the things about this Boros Heroic deck is... Now, they are way too creature heavy. Here, we will go for the Skyclave, because if they have a God's Willing, we can hit them with a Go for the Throat. And we'll eat the Virtuoso. Okay, they don't have a God's Willing, which means we just hit this Arcanist, so they can't go off on us. And still just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Oh boy. So, Boros Heroic, there's a lot of creatures that work for the deck. A lot of them. You only run a couple. Okay, so Swift Spear's nice, Hoplight's nice. Arcanist and Feather, generally a little too slow and greedy in the current metagame. Like, these two cards, yes, they work. Yes, you can make powerful lines with them, but it's better to go leaner and just play a bunch more spells that actually make the deck happen. And that's another game that Kenrith just won us for some reason. Kenrith, out of nowhere, just wins the game. Kenrith and Valkmira. I should give Valkmira, aka Redain's backside, some credit there. Card is very good. We have a decent hand, and our opponent is not showing a companion, so they're not on Karuga Fire's elementals or what's the Gigantha build right now? Like, we just played it. I just can't remember what it is. Please, may I play my cards? No, apparently they are really just tanking. So that's fine, right? Sometimes the game takes people a little longer to learn and understand, and but like, I very much encourage you to realize that the game is not nearly as complicated as you think. There's a lot going on, but try to distill things down to like their simplest form. Because, oh, okay, I mean, mono red, and they're tanking on the mulligan. Okay, they're definitely trying to get this is weird. This is weird. All right. That can go underneath the Skyclave. Yeah, I think that's what we want. Hit me. Skyclave. Eat the Legionnaire. Yes, they get a 2/2 back here, but it's a vanilla 2/2 instead of a thing that gets +1/+1 counters. Whereas, like, the other way around, they still get to keep all their +1/+1s on the Legionnaire. This is Reckless Rage. Pop off, bro. Pop off. Ancestral Anger. Okay. Favorite Hoplite. Favorite Hoplite is more dangerous than... Play this. Play this. Eat the Hoplite. Favorite Hoplite is more dangerous than Monastery Swift Spear. It gets +1/+1 counters instead of having typical prowess. I'll trade here. Trade my creature to upgrade your 1/1. What are you going to cast? You're going to cast a God's Willing. Defiant Strike on the Swift Spear. Sure. Can't do anything about that. They get a 1/1. Play Hive of the Eye Tyrant. And a Ledger Shredder. It's dangerous here if they go for... Reckless Rage, if they have the Reckless Rage. Just the one? Would they need to kill us? 2 spells? Let's block. Bennett. Honestly, Bennett. Pass the turn. Notice how this deck runs a lot better when it casts a bunch of cantrips than when it casts a bunch of creatures. There is no world when you're playing this deck, by the way, that you just hold back here. You just swing. Like, even not knowing what your opponent has in hand. Sure. Come on. Do it again. Not quite lethal. We didn't have to do this here, but we... Like, I could have just taken the 6. But they had the additional land, so... They're tryharding. I mean, that's fine. It is what it is. Playing, playing optimally should not be maligned. I wish they'd done it a little quicker, but... It's probably Angels. So Spell Pierce is only good against Cocos. Do we keep the Censor? Shock in the Water Grave on 2, and yeah, it's Angels. Okay. Only to cast an Angel spell. No bishops. Uh-oh. We're gonna die. And that's called missing critical information. Now, critical information there is I went first and missed my land drop. So you missing your land drop, while annoying, is not the end of the world. It's just not. Granted, you're not happy both of your early drops got popped, but that is in stark contrast to the opponent we just faced before that, who was playing at the top of their game. That person, you know, the person playing Angels, you know, clearly they've got the skills to get to Platinum or wherever we are. But today's probably not their day. It is what it is. Oh, look. More blue spirits. And I screwed up my lands, so we're not going to double spell next turn. Oh, yeah, boy. Give it to me. I don't want to show them that I'm in black yet. Cool. Your stuff still can't get through. That's unfortunate. We just pass. We could have upkeep gazed, but we didn't know we weren't drawing a land, and like if we... Sure. 3/4, yeah. Bin the Vantress. Rafine's on top, do it like that, yeah. Now we go Rafine's Informant. They called it. They called it. And now we lose. Quickly, by the way. Very quickly. That was a mistake on their part, letting that resolve. If they have any spells, they should have just cast them there. I need a black source off the top, and I... turn the corner here. That is not a black source. None of those are either. And now we're dead. Because I can do this. They sack them all as Liam Wanderer. Huh? Oh! This card is actually good. I forgot. Yeah, so given that, so they can tap us down, tap down our Ledger Shredder and hit us for 6. We died. Yeah, we died. I'm gonna go for one more. One more. See if this can actually do what I want it to do, which is it just hasn't done. Like we've won the mid-rangey Ledger Shredder or Rafine's Informant games. We haven't like done the thing, which is frustrating. Looks like it's an Azorius control deck. Nope, never mind. That's a light pause. I'm gonna pass. Put that in your graveyard, sir. And the reason we do that there before before anything else happens is because they could have the 1 mana protection spell, which actually does stop Void Rend, because of course the card that says it can't be countered, you know, has a million ways of being stopped. And unfortunately here we don't have double blue, which would have been very nice to have the pierce and then the thing, but that's okay. Just run out Kenrith. Oh, it's just another version of, you know, Boros Heroic, whatever. Stagger Insight, sure. We could just die here if they have like security bypass or any number of other cards that just... Yep, there's the thing. because they hit us for 4, draw 2, connive twice. And when I say die, I mean lose. I don't actually mean die. This is ridiculous. So we're taking 12 minimum next turn. It's 18. And our opponent loses, actually. Oh, we should just gain a bunch of life here. Okay. I want to see something real quick. Did they know? No. They might have known because of the way that our pauses happened for them. I don't think that they did, though. I don't think we ever had Spell Pierce up when they cast it on a creature before that. So, yeah. Once they had 18, they could have just gone for it, but they went for the additional spell, I think, so. Because they were trying to kill us through Kenrith. But that's never going to happen, so. Gaining 10. I know I said that was the last one. It probably should have been the last one. So, I'll just do a little bit of a sort of a wrap up while I'm playing this last game. Essentially, this deck was meant to be an Esper Reanimator deck, where you're filling up your graveyard with, you're digging through your deck and you're pitching. There's a Xanathar and a Jin-Gitaxias and Kenrith in here that you can just pitch with these Raffine's Informants, Ledger Shredders, Otherworldly Gazes, and you should be able to dig to them. Dig to at least one of them, and then reanimate it with Shieldred's Restoration, which is the sure, we'll take an island. I don't know. Good. Run away. So, Shieldred's Restoration is the cheapest reanimation spell that exists in. Okay, hello. You are gonna be annoying. Just gonna pass here. Please cast 2 spells. That's Athalia's Lieutenant. That is 1 spell. Please cast another one. No, they're not going to do it. Take 6. Cool. Gaze here. This spell pierces trash. Done. Please cast 2 spells. Never mind, that would make your Thalia's Lieutenant too big. Monarch Aspirant. Wonderful. That also makes your Thalia's Lieutenant too big by casting 1 spell, because clearly this is... Alright, Skyclave. Oh my god, don't tell me they have a protection spell too. Eat the Lieutenant. They have a protection spell. Oh my... Excellent. Awesome. Oh my god, this is just wonderful. Well, they're swinging for lethal, so we have to double block here. Not dead, but double trumping, so... I'm already double jumping. The only thing that would get me out of this is a sweeper. We don't have one. Play that deck. Don't play this deck. This deck is terrible. I played it to get you something that's interesting, that's different, but don't play it. Just don't do it.